Hey y'all, thank you so much for being here today.
My name is Holly Warren. I'm the Assistant Director for the Arts for the City of Bloomington. Also right now, I am the Interim Director of the Department of Economic and Sustainable Development. Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to start off with a land acknowledgement. We recognize that the City of Bloomington sits on native land. The city is on the traditional homelands of the Miami, Delaware, Potawatomi, and Shawnee people, and we acknowledge that they are past, present, and future caretakers of this land. We acknowledge that much of the economic progress and development in Bloomington and Indiana resulted from the unpaid labor and forced servitude of people of color, specifically enslaved African labor. We acknowledge that this land remains home to and a site of gathering and healing for many Indigenous and other people of color, and commit to the work necessary to create and promote a more equitable and just Bloomington. As the Assistant Director for the Arts, I want to challenge us to honor this legacy by finding modes to highlight it in the creative work presented here and around the city. It is essential that all voices and histories from this area are told, acknowledged, learned from, and honored. All right, okay, thanks again so much for being here to celebrate this awesome new mural in Bloomington. I love this project so much, not just because it's a really cool, dynamic, pop-in, sparkly piece of art, especially on a day like today, but it's also just a sign of an amazing collaboration. So many people came together to make this possible. So we started with Sarah. She reached out to the Bloomington Arts Commission with an idea to use some National Science Foundation money to do a true education project about science and scale, how particles can be super tiny in relation to us in the world. And so then the Bloomington Arts Commission worked with Sarah to choose the amazing artist Erin Tobey to design a mural to teach us about that size and scale. And she's just been amazing to work with. So Sarah brought the concept, she brought the funding, yeah. Erin brought the amazing design, and then CFC, who owns Kirkwood Apartments behind us, gave us the wall, which was also super cool. It's harder to find walls for murals here in Bloomington than you would think it is. It's like another kind of real estate challenge. So yay, CFC Properties. So I just want to thank everybody, Sarah, Erin, CFC Properties, Sarah, all of your students who worked together to make this possible. I also have to do a special shout out to my amazing colleague, Chaz Mottinger. She is the Special Arts Project Manager at the City of Bloomington, and she has really been the one on the ground for this one. After we picked this wall, we found out there was a layer of anti-graffiti paint on it. Sorry, Erin. So she was busting her butt, figuring out how the heck we get that paint off so we can make this amazing piece of work happen. So thank you so much to Chaz for that. Hold on. Okay, and so yeah, just overall, this mural is just a culmination of work and labor and love by a large group of amazing folks in Bloomington. And I am just infinitely grateful for all of the labor and love that went into this mural. So thanks, y'all, for making it happen. You're the best. And now I'm going to turn it over to the chair of the Bloomington Arts Commission's Public Arts Subcommittee. She helped do the artist search for this. This is Natalie Almanza.
Thank you, Holly. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being out here today. I'll keep these remarks short because I don't want to take up too much time from us admiring this beautiful mural. But yeah, I'm so excited to be here today to celebrate this. It's an incredible mural by one of our own local gems, Erin Tobey. I've been a big fan of Erin's work for quite some time. And when you started posting more of your art online, I was like, we have to give this woman a wall, like now, like multiple walls. So I'm so glad that this worked out. When we were reviewing these submissions, there were many talented artists who understood that general theme. But Erin's piece really shined through as an accessible, creative, and engaging way to really discuss these scientific concepts. Scientific concepts that I'll let Sarah and her wonderful team and students explain later, because I know like 3 to 4 words on a good day, and none of them can explain what's going on with all the science stuff here. But with that said, I'm excited to leave here today really knowing about that, because I know that there's some exciting activities planned around learning more about the concepts that are discussed in this mural. So that's going to be great. And yeah, I'm really glad that we got to work with Sarah and their team. Like Holly said, this was really just a beautiful a beautiful gathering of amazing collaborators and people who are really willing and excited to make this mural happen. So yeah, thank you all so much, and I will. That's all I got.
Awesome, thank you. Now we're going to turn it over to our amazing Deputy Mayor, Larry Allen.
In the true sense of a political expert, I'm going to make this all about me. I'm just kidding. Actually, so I just want to thank our partners in this, CFC and IU, the chemistry department, and Sarah for helping us do this, and obviously Erin, the artist, and Holly and Chaz and everybody for doing this. This actually represents, honestly, the best of Bloomington. One of the things we always talk about is the quality of place and how a community actually feels and bringing it in. And there's nothing like art to really bring us together and make us feel more like a community. So one, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being part of our community. Thank Holly for her tireless work, and Chaz and the Bloomington Arts Commission for just bringing that sense of beauty to the city of Bloomington and furthering us. We're so thankful to have this, and thank you for lending your talents to such a beautiful wall and to the important aspect of science communication and that education that goes on. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Larry. Now we're going to turn it over to Sarah Skravelik. She's the director of the Center for Chemistry Innovation, and she started this whole thing off.
Thank you, Holly. Well, first, I just want to thank everybody who came out on this cold and dreary day. It really warms my heart to see so many people interested in science and art and its intersection together. As was mentioned, I'm Sarah Skravelik, and I'm a professor in the chemistry department at Indiana University, and also the director of a Center for Chemical Innovation that is funded by the National Science Foundation. And as part of this NSF-funded center, all of our team members are supposed to be engaging in informal science communication. And this team includes researchers at Indiana University, Temple University, Texas A&M, and UT Austin. And when we were thinking about how could we actually engage in meaningful, informal science communication, we thought it would be best to meet people where they are, on the streets, and provide and commission public art that helps to explore scientific concepts. So the actual scientific name of our center is the Center for Single Entity Nanochemistry and Nanocrystal Design. And that is a lot of buzzwords to tell you that we work with nanoscale materials. So these are materials that are 100,000 times smaller than the width of a piece of human hair. And it's in this size regime that very interesting and new properties emerge. And I think a beautiful classic example is that of gold. When we think about it on the large scale, you think of that lustre yellow color. But on the nanoscale, gold can adopt any color of the rainbow depending on the size and shape of its particles. And it's actually that property that gives rise to the brilliant red colors in a lot of stained glass. So another connection between science and art. But our center is exploring these nanoscale materials and finding ways in which they can be used to harness solar energy to drive chemical reactions, how they may be able to help diagnose disease and treat disease earlier. And so this mural is really a wonderful demonstration of how providing a way for people to be introduced to the microscopic and nanoscale world. And so I really want to thank Erin and Tobey for taking this idea and making it something that's so accessible through the girls' journey through using a microscope going into a leaf. But I'll let her talk more about the mural, except I want to draw attention to one of my favorite parts of the mural, which is the center part that's a little bit more abstract. And in that portion of the mural, there are some white oblonged features, and those are depicting cellulose nanocrystals, which can be woven into mats to remove pollutants as water passes through those mats to help purify water, which then you can see being fed through the waves to the tree and the world that we live in. So I think it's just a really beautiful example. Thank you, Erin, for helping this be realized. And I want to take this just to wrap up and say thank you to the Arts Commission for all of the help in helping this project come together, and also to Wonder Lab, who has opened up their doors after this reception so that the students in CSEND, our center, can engage with the public with activities that explore the scientific concepts of the mural, both in terms of its art and science. So I encourage you to stick around.
Woo! Thanks, Sarah, and thanks to your team of students. And I'm going to hand it over to the artist, Erin Tobey. Woo!
Thank you. Just everyone saying thanks, but thank you so much for being here, and thanks to all my friends for coming, and to Gerard and Natalie and the Bloomington Arts Commission for choosing me. It's just a really great opportunity, and I can't tell you how meaningful it is to me to make something so huge near downtown. It's just really awesome. And to Holly and Chaz and Sarah, of course, and Navajit, who I know isn't here, but all your colleagues. I just really appreciate being included in this great project. I'll just talk a little bit about kind of what I was thinking with it, but really it's just something that I wanted children to be able to look at and think is cool. At the end of the day, that was kind of like, if that is achieved, awesome. That was my main goal. But the other part of it, too, is that it's supposed to be able to be read. It's kind of a piece of sequential art, which as a comics nerd, I kind of appreciate. It kind of is meant to be read either left to right or right to left. And this side is more simple, and the other side is a little more visually complicated. But the idea is that it's kind of coming through a microscope down to the nanoscale and then back again with a child kind of on both sides. Like at the human scale starts the mural on either end. But stuff like thinking about things that are small turning into or being related to things that are bigger. So seeds relating to flowers, and the little whirligigs from a tree containing the seeds that relate to a tree, and the water vapor in the air allowing us to see a rainbow, and then the raindrops which eventually become incorporated into the lake or the sea. That's just part of it. And then there's a plant cell, and then inside a plant cell and the organelles. I don't know. It'd be fun for you to just kind of look at it and walk along, and just it kind of, if all it does is get you to kind of think about stuff and ask questions and want to explore even in your own mind, that's great. I've done my job. So thanks so much for being interested in this project. And yes, thank you, Holly.
Thanks so much. Now we're going to cut a ribbon. So if we could get Erin, Sarah, Natalie, Larry, Gerard. Yeah, good.
Yeah, you two should both cut it. We'll hold it.
Let's cut it together.
Yeah, I think you should definitely cut it.
Okay, ready? Let's both.
I don't know.
I'll hold my hands on your hands. Okay. Wait, listen. Perfect. Erin.
Okay. Wow, that's so good. 1, 2, 3. Stars. Woo! All right. Woo! All right. So, like Sarah said, also thank you to the Wonder Lab. They are hosting us indoors, so to do some indoor activities. But please do take a minute. Walk along the mural, see all the amazing intricacies that Erin and Sarah have discussed. Have a donut, have some hot cocoa, and then go do a 7-foot puzzle inside. Thanks, y'all.
Please just check in at the desk.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's hope that I Sure, I'll keep them in. You doing okay? No, my pleasure. We're so happy to come.
I'm gonna leave, but I want to say bye. I still have your book.